let's go to Ukraine and Russia. Do you think there is any similarities to what happened here in our island?
To where? Ukraine? Well, Russia, the European Union, the America, and they got stuck in the middle. So I don't think there is a similarity. Here, it's something else. Here,
What is the difference?
here you got the Turkish Cypriots, you got the Greek Cypriots.
You have Turkey, Greece.
Greek Cypriots. Somehow, in the past, some elements in Greece, they got you too excited that Cyprus should be united with Greece. I think Cyprus joining Greece would have only helped Greece become a big empire from Greece all the way here. There were some, maybe church, maybe some military people thinking that, and they used you. On 15th July 74, they are the main perpetrators. I don't think it was so much Makarios and the Greek Cypriots. Perpetrators from Greece, that they created those conditions and they moved in, coup d'etat, overthrowing Makarios. Makarios also believed in maybe Hellenism, to make Cyprus a Hellenic island. I have to say this. I mean, Makarios, with his robes, he was a clever man, clergyman, but he also believed that the whole island should be Hellenic. He didn't believe that the island should have belonged to both communities, Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots. They all believed, from their history, that this is a Hellenic island and it should be purely Greek. Turkish Cypriots, just a minority. Turkish Cypriots never accepted to be a minority, because when you look at our history, remember, this island was part of the Ottoman Empire for 350 years. From 1571 until 1923, Lausanne Agreement. For 350 years, this island was an Ottoman Empire, basically governed by the Turks, and the Turkish Cypriots were here, in a way, masters of the island. And after 1875, a lot of Turks went back because of the English rule. Greek Cypriot population in 1878 was about 90 to 100,000. By 1960, when the British left, Greek Cypriot population was more than 400,000. So what happened was in that 80 to 90 years. But that doesn't mean that because we moved out that we forgot our own land. Every Turkish Cypriot, wherever he is, whether he is in Turkey, whether he or she is in the UK, whether he or she is in Australia, our heart is with Cyprus, because we are all Turkish Cypriots from Cyprus.
But you confused me. The question, what is the difference between the conflict of Ukraine and Russia? And I'm not sure if I understood.
I don't think there is a similarity. I don't think there is a similarity.
Why?
I think Ukrainians...
What is the difference then, if there is no similarity? The fundamental difference.
The fundamental difference, Ukraine is a different country. They got stuck between the Europeans and the Americans and the Russians. The Russians, for their own security, they wanted Crimea and other places in Ukraine with their own security and militaristic ambitions. And obviously...
Like Turkey?
Russia. No, Turkey had no such plan. Turkey came in 1974.
With similar reasons they came.
Turkey came here to protect the interests of Turkish Cypriots, because Turkey is a guarantor power and the motherland of Turkish Cypriots. Turkey never had any vision or idea to invade another country. It's not an invasion. It's just an intervention to protect the Turkish Cypriots.
But this is what just the Russians say as well. Where they invade you, they have an intervention, whatever, military intervention, to take care of the minorities, the Russian, the Russophiles. And all. This is exactly what they say. I'm just saying it. But this is exactly what the Russia say about the...
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree with that. I'm telling you.
But this is what they say, the same thing.
I don't agree with that. Look, Turkish Cypriots are essential, because when you look at the history, okay, the Greeks increased in number during the British times. Having said that, I respect it, but we have at the end of the day two peoples. And when the British moved out, this constitution was designed, and it was a co-partnership. Turkish Cypriots, Greek Cypriots, together. There is no majority, no minority. When you talk about Ukraine, you got the Ukrainians and some Russians living in Crimea and other regions. That is majority-minority relationship, according to me. It's Ukraine. Here, we are talking about a common country. The Republic of Cyprus that was founded in 1960 belonged to both communities, both peoples, Turkish Cypriots and Greek Cypriots. Turkish Cypriots were as sovereign as Greek Cypriots. You didn't have more sovereignty than a Turkish Cypriot. You see, this is very important. This is very important.
Yeah, but the same,
concept of sovereignty is critical.
But the same in the Donbas regions of Ukraine as well.
No. To understand the Cyprus problem, you have to understand the concept of sovereignty. And that's where we have not been able to have a consensus, because Greek Cypriots, although they signed it, look, it's very important. I will remind you, I can show you. You have Dr. Fadıl Küçük's signature, you have Makarov's signature in the 1960 agreement. Nobody forced him. He, in London and Zurich, he signed for the Greek Cypriots. And Dr. Fadıl Küçük signed for the Turkish Cypriots. So we build it together, co-ownership. How can you then push this out and say, this is mine? That's what happened to the Turkish Cypriots. We were pushed out, Dr. Fadıl Küçük and his team, and us, we were pushed out, and the Republic of Cyprus only for the Greek Cypriots. And the Republic of Cyprus in the south at the moment is the Republic of Cyprus that was founded in 1960.